Hi everyone, welcome to our second video on the hows and what of dating. Yesterday we spoke about what dating is really about, what you should look for in that period of dating, what it's about. And today we're going to talk about how you should date. You know, how you should go about it. I don't know if you want to start.
Yeah, there's a very important point. Something that you should do definitely is for you to talk about your future. Ask the other person, where do you want to be in 10, 5 years time? What are your goals? What are your dreams? What do you want to do with your life? Do you want to live with your parents? Do you want to buy a house? Do you want to travel? These are very, very important questions.
Yeah, and these are questions that if you don't discuss now, when you are married and you find out a few years down the line that this person intended to move to another country, then you're going to find yourself in a very difficult situation. Now, another very important point when dating, and remember we are doing these videos based on certain principles, on Christian principles. Now, a very important rule is for you to always make sure that you are dating in a public place. Even when eventually this person visits your home, make sure that your family is there as well, that they come to visit you with your family, and you know, because then you will never be caught in a, or you're not putting yourself in a compromising situation. Remember that if you want to live by these principles, then you have to avoid the pitfalls that make you fall into that trap. So very important, make sure that you do spend a lot of time together, but always in public places.
Yeah, definitely. Something else that's very important that you should do is to engage in activities together, in groups, so that you can see each other's reactions regarding different things. When, for example, the other person hears a no, how does the person react? So that this will help you identify if the person is very short-tempered, if the person is even violent, if the person lies, if the person is very, very proud and is never able to say I'm sorry. Things like this are very, very important, I think.
And perhaps the last thing is something we touched on yesterday, which is that period of dating. You need to use that period to really get to know this person on every level that you can, right? You know, I know there's always the romantic side, and sometimes it's difficult to separate yourself from this a little bit and try to see this person for who they are, trying to see their character. You know, imagine, usually we give the example of looking at someone under a magnifying glass. And I would even go a step further. Perhaps look at that person under a microscope. In other words, try to find out everything you can about this person. Not in a way that you don't trust them, or because you're stalking them. But remember, the day that you get married, you're going to be living with this person every single day of your life, under the same roof, sharing almost every moment of your lives together. So make sure that you know this person.
I just remembered something, actually, if you don't mind me interrupting you. Something that we did, and it worked. Because he had problems with the previous, his ex-girlfriend, and I also was very careful. I didn't want to get into many relationships and let's see what happens. You know, I was very careful, like everyone, I believe, wants to be. And here is a tip for you, another tip that I find that helped me, and you told me later on that you did the same thing. Don't give your heart to the person
too early.
Just like that. Oh, but we are dating. You know, we kiss and we show affection towards each other. We buy each other gifts and everything. Yes, I know. But when it comes to your heart, and when I mean heart is when you completely surrender, like, actually, let me put it in a different way. I did this, I surrendered really, truly, when we were already, towards the end of our dating period, like it was like for a year, maybe 7th month, I was sure. So I was more like, you know what, this is it, this is the one. So, you know, but if you do this too early, you will run the risk of not being able to reason and see things and notice certain things because you are so in love.
So make sure that you find out everything you can about this person. Like we said, get them under a microscope, metaphorically speaking, and know everything about this person. Get to know who they are, what they're about, what their interests are, what their plans are. Get to know about their past. Get to know everything, right? Everyone has a baggage from their past. Get to know their baggage because that plays a part in your future. And that's what the dating period is for, right? Use that to your advantage because the more you know this person, the better you'll be preparing yourself for a successful relationship.
Definitely.